Once upon a time, in a land way down south, there was a lion, and he met a rose. I like the way the sunset drips and tips over light, slow fade to the night. When my son, he runs on the grass and laughs, it's a melody that's everlasting. I think about my dad sometimes, and I wish I could give him everything he's lacking. Always been a hard-working man that could stand his own, not a clone that's slacking. He's gifted, could have been anything. He chose fatherhood, and that meant everything. I liken him to a predator, a loving lion built as a protector. Always has a rose by his side. Look into his eyes, you can hear the roar. This is a story about a lion and a rose. That's a typical story about the parents he chose. This is a story about a lion and a rose. I like the way the sunrise moves and grooves overnight, slow fade to the light. Water fights with my wife on the grass, it's a blast and a memory that's everlasting. I think about my mom sometimes, and I wish I could give her everything she's lacking. With her nose to the grindstone, she's a rose that prays and she's never alone. Writing pages of shorthand for another man, treated like a ghost that's always in demand. A rose that gives and gives, she lives to help others like Jesus did. Loving and caring, always like sharing, bringing fruit from the barren. I liken her to a red rose, beautiful and bold. She always has a lion by her side. Look her in her eyes, you can see her soul. This is a story about a lion and a rose. That's a typical story about the parents he chose. This is a story about a lion and a rose. That's a typical story about the parents he chose.
The lion was an animal of few words, guarding the rose so she wouldn't be disturbed. He would do anything for her, even become her personal gardener. And the rose also was blessed, wishing that the lion would just rest and watch the clouds in the sky, forming different shapes as they floated by and by. But all the lion knew was that he loved her, and nobody would take the rose from his garden. The rose felt warm and secure next to the lion, often noticing him walking extra miles for the right fertilizer to use. She was a special rose. Soon she started to sing, and all the animals in the forest gathered around to listen. The lion stood by and watched the animals get happier. He realized that he was a special lion, and he had a special rose.
This is a story about a lion and a rose. That's a typical story